Okay, 29. So here they want us to find 51% of 900. So just like the other percentage question, we could either find 10%, but in this case we can do it faster. We could find 50% because we should know what 50% means. This means half. So we're finding half of 900. Now to find half of 900, the answer should be 450. If you're not sure how to do that, well, basically just halving is like dividing by 2. So we do 2 into 900. Okay, doing that should give you 450. Now you probably realize we just need one more percent. So to find 1%, that's also not too bad. You can also find 10% first, which means divide by 10, so you get 90. And finding 1%, you divide 10 again, which gives you 9. So finally, to get 51%, is going to be 450 plus 9, and that's 459. So here we need to work out 3,468 times 62. Now using the column method, I'm going to do what I did last time, and that is we just focus on one digit and just hide the other for now, yeah? So let's times all of these 4 digits by 2. What do we get? Well, first things first, we do 2 times 8, which gives us 16, so 6 carry the 1. Next one is 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13, so 3 carry the 1. Now here we got 2 times 4, which is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. And lastly, 2 times 3 is 6. That's it. This first row is done. So when you complete the row, it's good to just take them off, yeah? So 2 is gone. Now, again, once we move to the next digit across, we're going to move to the next digit here. So this is going to be a gap. So we can just put like a 0 here, okay? Because we're not going to touch it. Now, let's start from 6, yeah? And multiply all these 4 digits by 6. What do we get? So 6 times 8. That should give us 48, so 8, and then carry the 4. Now just delete these and put 4 here. So next one will be 6 times 6 is 36, plus 4 is 40, so 0, carry the 4. Next we have 6 times 4, which is what, 24, add 4 is 28, 8 carry the 2. Finally 6 times 3 is 18, 18 plus 2 is 20. Because there's nothing left, just write 20 here. Now, this is where the last bit is. So finally, we're just going to add up these numbers, yeah? So let's do it. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 8 is 11, so 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, plus 0 is still 10, so 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15, so 5, carry the 1. And finally, guys, you got this. 1 plus nothing is 1, and just because there's a 2, the answer would just be a 2. So our final result should come up to be 215,016. Now these are one of my favorite questions, especially when you do dividing or multiplying fractions. So 2 over 3 divided by 3. Now first things first, when they stick in a whole number and a fraction like that, you should always rewrite this whole number as a fraction. So this is the same as saying 2 over 3 divided by 3 over 1. Now to deal with this, we need to use something known as the KS2 method, yeah? Now this stands for keep, flip, change. If you guys are thinking Kentucky Fried Chicken, that would have been a good second guess. Now what this actually means is that we need to keep the first fraction, flip this one so it becomes 1 over 3, and change the sign into a times. So now we got 2 over 3 times 1 over 3, and times in this is easy. You just times across. So 2 times 1 is 2, and 3 times 3 is 9. So the answer is literally 2 over 9. So in this question, we need to find 2 1/2 minus 3/4. So the difference between this question and the other ones is that we're now dealing with a mixed number and a normal fraction. So to subtract this safely, we need to always convert a mixed number into an improper fraction, yeah? Now to do that is a nice trick. All you simply do is say, all right, what's 2 times 2, which is 4. Add it to the top number is 5. So we're going to get 5 over 2. And of course, copy the rest of this. We need to once again have common denominators, yeah? So make the bottom the same. And to do that, well, we can realize that this fraction is out of 4. We can just simply double this fraction to make it out of 4 as well. So doubling it, in other words, timesing 2, the whole thing, yeah? We're now going to get 5 times 2, which is 10 over 4, minus, and then copy this one, 3 over 4. And 10 take away 3 is 7 over 4. So actually, this could be your final answer, yeah? But just in case you want to change to a mixed number, we ask ourselves, all right, how many times is 4 going to 7? Well, we know it goes exactly once, and you get a remainder of 3. And because out of 4, we say 1 3/4. So either this or this is a good answer. Okay, number 33. So here they want us to work out 36% off 450. So once again, this is another normal percentage question. So the way we should do this is always find 10%, yeah? And then work away to 36 later. So 10% of this number, well, just divide it by 10. In other words, cut out the 0 and you get 45. Now to get 30 and then 6%, well, we could find 30%, yeah? So to get 30%, just times by 3, because 10 times 3 is 30%. So that means 45 times 3. So let's try and work out here. So 45 times 3. We could use column method, or if you already know this, you could do, let's see, 4 times 3, which is 12. So in other words, 120, because 40 times 3 is 120. 5 times 3 is 15. Add this together, you get 135. Okay, or just stick to column. Now, to get the 6% bit, my advice is always find 1% first, yeah? Always deal the units from 1%. To get 1%, we start from 10%. To go to 1%, you divide by 10. So 45 divided by 10 is just 4.5. That means to get 6%, we need to times this result by 6. So we can do over here, 4.5 times 6, layers a nice column. Just put a decimal, get decimal ready here. So 5 times 6 is 30, so 0 carry the 3. And lastly, 4 times 6 is 24. Add it to 3. 24 plus 3 is 27. So the answer is 27.0, which is the same as just 27. So 6% is 27. Therefore, just making sure we got this clear, 30% was 135, 6% was 27. So add them up together. 135 plus 27. Add them up carefully. 5 plus 7 is 12, so 2 carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6. Drop the 1 down and you got 162. Okay, so for 34, there is a super quick way to do this, and there's also a super long way. Now, the long way to do this is to actually change this into a mixed number and then change this one to a fraction and then multiply. The super quick way, however, is to just naturally spot that 3/4 is basically 0.75, yeah? That's your 3/4. This means that 1 3/4 must be 1.75. And now we times that by 10. And times that by 10 is easy. You just move the decimal place from here to here, and it becomes 17.5. And that's it, guys. That's literally your answer. Now, how are we going to do number 35? Well, we could do what we've always done and just change this whole number to a fraction, right? Or we can do another fast way. We can actually ask ourselves, firstly, how many 6's go into 54? Just ignore the 0, yeah? Well, we know that there are 9 6's in 54. So we're left with now 5 times 9 and stick a 0, 90. Okay, so now we just do 5 times 90. Well, we know that 5 times 9 is 45. Because you got a 0, stick a 0. And that's it, guys. It's 450. And here we go, guys. The final big boss of the paper, number 36. And as tradition goes, it's always the long division. Okay, now you guys are probably thinking, how am I going to divide 8,051 by 83? Because that's going to take a while, I can't lie. Now, we can always use a couple tricks here, yeah? And let's have a look by doing it step by step. So first things first, how many times does 83 go into 8? Well, clearly nothing because it's way bigger. So let's carry 8 across. How many times does 83 go into 80 then? Well, again, it's nothing because 83 is still bigger. So here comes the main thing. Now, how many times 83 go into 805? All right, so you're probably thinking to yourself that, hold on, 83 times 10 must be 830, yeah? And we can kind of see that 805 is just a bit less. Kind of looks like it must go 9 times then, right? Well, it could be. So instead of you guys just counting up in 83s all the time, so 83, add another 83 is 166, add another 83 be 249, you could just kind of estimate. So let's go ahead and see what 83 times 9 is, yeah? To see if it actually goes into it. Well, doing it, 3 times 9 is 27, so 7 carry the 2. And lastly, 9 times 8 is 72, plus 4 is 74. So yes, you can kind of see that it's a bit less, but it works fine. Because if you did anything bigger, well, it'll be 830. So it's only this number, and the next one up is 830. So this means it must go 9 times with using a number 747. So here we're going to use long division, guys, yeah? Now, to deal with this, all you do now is subtract this column. So 5 take away 7 you can't do. You can't borrow here, so we borrow from the 8, becomes a 7, carry the 1. Borrow from the 10, becomes a 9, carry the 1. So now we've got 15 take away 7, which is 8. 9 take away 4 is 5, and 7 take away 7 is nothing, so leave it blank. Now, as long division says, we pull the next number down, so this becomes 581. Now, we need to ask ourselves, how many times is 83 going to 581? So, in this case, you can kind of guess, or you know what? Let's keep on adding 83 down, yeah? So, if you add another 83, well, you can kind of see a pattern. You've got 8, 16, 24. However, this 9 becomes a 12, yeah? So, it'll be 2 and then carry the 1. Add 80 to this, you're going to get 32 plus 1, 33. Now, add another 83, you're going to get 415. And add another 83. Let's see, it becomes 8 here. Add 8, it becomes 9. And then still 498. And then if you add another 83, you should get exactly 581. That's it, guys. Then you count up how many there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it goes in 7 times. So your final result should be 97. And that's it, guys. I mean, I hope this video helped. And you got the last question right. There is loads of ways to do it, but I guess at the end of the day, the safest method is always keep on adding 83 across until you get all the numbers. Or you can kind of just look at this and sort of estimate how much you think it could be. But yeah, guys, other than that, I hope your day is well, and I shall see you guys next time. Ciao.